Hi everyone, this is Coach Jamie. I hope everyone is staying home and staying safe, and we miss you so much and cannot wait until everyone is back in the gym. In the meantime, I want to make sure that everyone is taking care of their bodies, and one way to be doing that is to stretch, which brings us to the topic of our video today, stretching. Stretching is super important for everybody, but especially athletes and particularly gymnasts. Stretching is really great for our bodies because it keeps them flexible and helps them move better. It also helps to prevent injuries, which is always important because nobody wants to get hurt, right? Right. So in gymnastics, we do a lot of stretches because we use all different parts of our bodies, from the tips of our toes to the tops of our heads. So when you come into class, we do a lot of different stretches to warm up all those body parts. I'm not going to go into all of them today because that would take a really long time, but I'm going to pay particular attention to our piking stretches, our straddle stretches, our splits, and our bridges. Okay? I'm also going to show you guys the proper way to do them so that you're able to identify whether you are in the right position or not so that we can avoid injuries. So before we stretch, it's really important that we warm up our bodies. So I want you to make sure that you find a nice space so that you're able to warm up your body comfortably without hitting anything. Also, your space should be flat and large enough so that you can do a straddle comfortably. I have with me today a yoga mat because I have wood floors and I don't like stretching on hard areas. If you have a yoga mat and that works for you, or you have a paddle mat, that would be great. Also, if you have a carpeted area, that would also work. The great thing about stretching is all you really need is your body, so you can do it outside or inside. So if it's a beautiful day, take yourself outside and stretch. Let's get started. We're going to begin with 20 jumping jacks. I'm going to count in my head. I hope you do it with me. Ready? Go. Okay, my body is nice and warm. If you don't feel like your body is warmed up enough, you can run in place, you could do more jumping jacks. You want to keep your body safe, and only you know your body. So, I'm going to keep going, but if you need to pause and do some more warming up, go for it. I'm going to start in a nice straddle position, arms up, hands on the floor. I'm going to try and keep my hands nice and flat and my legs nice and straight. Relax my neck and hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk my hands to my left leg. Keep my hands nice and flat and legs straight. Relax my neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And walk my hands to my right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand up. Put my legs together. And I'm going to go down into a squat. Nice flat hands, feet are together, knees are together. I'm going to do 3 bounces and then try and straighten my legs as much as I can. I'm going to go to the side so you guys can see. 1, 2, 3. Heels go down. If this is as far as you can go, that is fine. I can get my legs all the way straight. I'm going to drop my head. Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bounce 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Stretch up to the sky. Relax my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're doing this stretch, you want to make sure that you're not leaning forward because you're not going to get the stretch that you want. Heels are down. Keep yourself as flat as you can. One more time. 1, 2, 3. And stretch your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We're going to bring it down to the floor. Go right into our pike position. So when you are doing your pike on the floor, you want to make sure that your legs are nice and straight, that your knees aren't popping up. If any time you feel pain, you want to pull back. Okay, we don't want sharp pain. A little aching and that nice stretching feeling is good. Okay, I have no shoes on so you can see that my toes are nice and pointed. If any of these stretches ever feel too easy for you, you can flex your feet and that will shorten the muscle and deepen your stretch. So you're gonna start by reaching up to the sky, and we're gonna touch our toes 5 times, and then hold it down there, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure your knees aren't popping up, and drop your head. Hold it. Nice job. Shake those legs out. This is definitely what you do not want. You don't want space underneath your knees. If you feel like you're reaching over and your knees are popping up, don't go as far. You can grab underneath your calves and pull down. That's okay, whatever's comfortable for you. When you're doing this stretch, you might feel tightness in your back, stretching your back or your neck, and you're definitely gonna feel it underneath your legs. So those are all okay spots to feel the stretching. We're gonna do that one more time. Reach your arms up to the sky. We touch our toes 5 times and reach where you're comfortable. I'm gonna do an easier one this time so you can see how I modify it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna grab underneath my ankles this time and just do a gentle pull and bend my arms and hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, shake them out. This time we're gonna go into our straddle. Open your legs up. Whoop. So it's the same deal. When you do your straddle or any stretches, you wanna make sure that you're squeezing your knees so that your legs are nice and flat on the floor. If you ever feel them doing this, you wanna make sure that you push them down. Another important thing to remember when you're in your straddle stretch is to make sure that your feet are not turning in. You wanna pull them up so that the top of your foot is pointing to the sky and your knee is pointing to the sky. The only thing you want on the floor is your heel and underneath your leg. If you feel the inside of your foot on the floor at any time, pull it back. That's not good. You can injure yourself because you're stretching the wrong muscles, pulling the wrong muscles. So we're gonna reach up to the sky. You're gonna turn your body. I'm gonna start with my left leg. Turn your body so that your belly button is facing your foot. And you're gonna reach over, make sure this leg is not turning in. You wanna hold it up to the sky. Reach over and try and get your belly flat on your leg. And drop your head, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And come up, stretch up to the sky. This time you're gonna turn to your right leg. Belly button is facing your foot, making sure that this other leg is not turning in. Up to the sky and reach over and relax your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you felt that stretch underneath your knee or on the inside of your thigh, those are great spots. You're doing it well. If you feel it in your back a little bit, that's okay too. Your back might be tight. If you're not feeling it at all, I want you to open up your straddle. Okay, make it bigger. This time we're gonna do a different side stretch. I'm gonna reach my left arm over my side, keep my body straight, and I'm gonna reach my right arm over to my left foot, trying to touch my left shoulder to the ground. And hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Other way, you're gonna bring your right arm over your belly, reach your left arm over the side, keep your body straight and try and get your right shoulder to the floor. And if all you can do is go here, that's okay. Maybe this part of your body is particularly tight. That's okay. Do what you can do. Bring it over to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. Okay, we're gonna do our pancake now. So again, you wanna make sure that your feet are not turning in. Your pancake in particular, this is when your legs are going to want to go in. You need to make sure that you're pulling them out. And again, your knees and the top of your feet are up to the sky. You're going to stretch up to the sky and stretch over as much as you can. Try and get your belly flat on the floor. If you can't do that, that's okay. You can do elbows on the floor. Drop your head. Try and get your nose on the floor. Those are all good things. I'm going to go here. I am still recovering from an injury, so I can't go as low as I normally would. So I'm listening to my body and I'm taking it easy. I'm gonna relax, count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come on up. We're gonna do that one more time. We're gonna go down and count to 5, and then we're gonna reach out a little bit farther, stretch our body a little bit more for the last 5 seconds, and just challenge ourselves a little bit. Again though, if you ever feel a sharp pain or something that feels incredibly uncomfortable, you wanna pull back, you've gone too far. Reach up to the sky, and into your pancake, hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pay attention to those feet and reach a little bit more. Walk those hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. Pull your knees in. Shake them out a little bit. All right, we're gonna go into our splits now. I'm a righty, which means my right leg is more flexible. That's easier for me, so I'm gonna start on that side. But again, I am still recovering from an injury, so I'm not gonna go as low as I normally would because my body is not ready for that. When you're going into your splits, you wanna make sure that you keep your body what we call square, which means your belly button is straight and your hips are straight. Nothing is turning out to the side. I'm gonna show you this direction. You're gonna start in a kneeling position, hands on your hips. I'm lifting up my right leg. My knee is going to push forward. My hips are gonna push forward and keeping it square so that nothing is turning out. You're never gonna see the front of my belly when I'm to the side. And you wanna make sure that your knee does not go over your toe. So you can slide your foot out a little bit more if you need to and push forward. You're gonna feel that stretch in this leg, maybe in your hips too. Chest up. All right, we're gonna put your hands on the floor. Sit back on your leg. Get the front leg straight and drop your head. Hold that. And try and get that front leg as straight as you can. This time we're gonna keep our hands on the floor and we're gonna go into a deeper lunge, making sure that your hips, again, are staying square. Nothing is turning out or in. I'm gonna push forward. And I'm gonna push into my left hip a little bit more because I feel that it's turning this way. I wanna keep it straight. So I'm gonna push forward. All right, now I'm gonna slide my right foot forward, straighten out that right leg, and then straighten out the left leg, trying to keep my hips square, my belly button straight. So again, I'm not pushing myself too hard. I've still got space between me and the floor, which is okay, keeping my chest up. If I was gonna push a little bit more, I would bend my arms. And I'm feeling my stretch in my front leg. I'm feeling my stretch here. I'm gonna hold it for 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 2 ways you can come out of this nice and safe. You can sit back on your butt and bend your back leg this way, or you can pull back this way. But that's not working for my yoga mat right now, so I'm gonna come to the side. All right, we're gonna go with our left leg now. I'm gonna do it from the front so you can see the way that my body is positioned. So we go up on our knees again. I'm gonna stay on my yoga mat so it's nice and soft for my knees. Hands are on your hips. Got my left leg in front, keeping my belly button and my hips square. I'm gonna push forward, making sure that my knee is not going over my toe. Chest is up. Feeling that stretch right here. All right, hands are on the floor. You're gonna sit back, straighten the front leg, drop your chest, drop your head, and hold it. Nice job. Go back into a deeper lunge. Hands are on the floor. I'm gonna push forward. Still paying attention to my hips. Nothing is turning out. You don't wanna be here with your butt dropping. I'm gonna stay forward. Everything nice and square. Good job. Okay, we're gonna straighten the front leg out. Start sliding into your split. Straighten the back leg out. Make sure nothing's turning. You don't wanna be here. Don't sit into your split. I'm gonna keep pushing that right hip forward for your left leg. Hold it. Breathe. Do you feel yourself getting a little bit tighter? Breathe into your stretch. Hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And come on out. If that was tough for you, just know that the more splits you do, the easier they get. All right, we're gonna go into our middle splits now. The first one we're gonna do is a froggy. And it's called that because you look like a frog when you're doing it. So what you're gonna do with your froggy is you're gonna bend both knees. And you're gonna make sure that your knees and your hips are in line. You don't wanna be back here. See how my hips are coming way back and my knee is over here? And you also don't wanna be here. You wanna make sure that they're in a nice straight line. You can go on your elbows or you can go on your chest, depending on what's more comfortable for you. You're gonna feel that stretch on your inner thigh, in your groin area. Just relax and breathe into it. If you're comfortable, you can go down on your chest. Breathe into your stretch. Don't hold your breath. You want the oxygen flowing to your muscles. And hold it for 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come up, push up, and come on out. Okay, so that is the easier version of a middle split. Our second one would be a Russian split, which is the same thing, except you're in a full straddle. So that, if you're not as flexible, that puts a little more pressure on your knees. So if the froggy position was tough on you, you might want to stick with that for a little while. If you want more of a challenge, you can go into your Russian split, which looks like this. I'm going to go this way so you can see. Same thing, you want to make sure that your knees and your hips are in line, but this time your leg is straight, so you also have to worry about your foot. So you're going to straighten the leg out. You want to make sure that your foot, your knee, and your hip are all in line. I'm going to go this way so you can see me. I'm going to go on my elbows. One leg out here, one leg out here, so that you're in a nice straddle. Okay, I'm going to show you this direction. Knee and hip are in line. Okay, we're holding. Again, you can go down on your chest. That's not comfortable for me because of my injury, so I'm going to come on out. Listen to my body. Okay, now when you're doing splits, like your right, your left, and your middle, I would not recommend that you stay in longer than a minute. Come out, give your body a break. You don't want to overstretch your muscles. Okay, let's go into our bridge position. We're going to do a quick shoulder stretch. So you're going to come down to your mat. Okay, we're going to go into a seal stretch. Hands by your shoulders. And you're going to push up. You're going to feel the stretch in your lower back. Head back, look up at the ceiling. And come on down. We're going to do one more. Push up. Head up. Nice job. We're going to push back into a cat stretch. You're going to want to pull your knees in a little bit. You're going to arch your back so that your butt is pointing up to the sky. Reach your hands away and try and get your armpits on the floor. You're going to feel this stretch in your upper shoulders. You might feel it in your neck a little bit, your upper arms, upper back. You can put your knees apart if you want to get a little bit deeper. All right, moving into our bridges. So when you're doing bridges, the most important thing to remember is that you never want to put weight on your head. You can injure your neck that way, and it's really important that we protect your head and your neck. So you want to make sure that you have equal weight distribution between your feet and your hands. And the way to do that is to make sure that they're in the right position. So you're going to lay down. Start with your legs apart. Hands are going to go at the top of your shoulders, and your fingers are going to be facing your feet. You don't want them this direction. You want to turn them around and flip them, put them in that direction. When you push up, you're going to push equally on your hands and your feet and push your belly button straight up to the ceiling. And push up. Look at your hands. If this is not a deep stretch for you, you can always put your feet together
and push back with straight legs. I'm going to keep my feet apart. You can rock back and forth. And tuck your head in, chin to chest. Put the back of your head on the ground, upper shoulders, and your back. All right, when you're doing your bridge, you're going to feel that stretch maybe in your tummy, upper shoulders, and your back. Those are all okay places to feel that stretch. Again, though, if you ever feel sharp pain, you want to come down. Okay, take your time. We're going to do that one more time. So legs apart. Make sure your fingers are pointing to your feet. Push that belly up to the ceiling. Look at your hands. I'm going to rock back and forth. And hold it for 2 more seconds. And come on down. Tuck your chin to your chest. Head, shoulders, back. I'm going to hug your knees to your chest and rock and roll. We're going to massage those muscles out. We worked hard. Okay, so those are some of the main stretches that we do in gymnastics. Again, there's a whole lot more out there, but if you practice these, you are sure to get more flexible and your skills are going to do even better. So I can't wait to see everybody back in the gym, hopefully with better splits, and I hope to see everybody soon.